you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Hey Pointer Lover. Hey Jane Doe, Lolo, Music City Mom. Hey Legendary CEO, Rainbow Mom. Wait, I already started to trip over myself. Hey Malicious Intent, Carol freaking Claus. Hey Sherry. Good to see you guys. Let's see who else is here that I missed. Hey Tater. Hi other Sherry. Hey Lolo. I think I said you already. Hello for the second time. Hey Inspector Gadget. Hey Punksy. Hey Chitty Chatty Meg. What have you guys been up to today? Hey Petunia. And have you been following this trial? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. It is not a members only. But that is awesome. Hey, Margot. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm about to give you the rundown because I found an article that I want to read to you guys before we start going through the opening statements. Then we're going to go through the photos that they showed today, and they showed a lot of them. So also, I hate to say this, but trigger warning. It's graphic. It's a true crime channel. We're going to get into the graphic stuff. Carol freaking Claus, I thought about you because we're not talking about children. So, but we're going to get into a little bit of the graphic stuff. It is disturbing. So, oh, thank you, Angie. I hope we get to do that fair. That'll be so fun. Hey, Nicole. Let's see. Hey, headphones. Crystal Lynn, new to this case, but it's disturbing. Yes, it is. I was so excited. To listen on Jen Lou's channel, and then work got so crazy I couldn't. My day was a little crazy too. Well, we're going to go through, the major things from today. I'm really excited. I'm going to turn this off. Oh man, let me change my little avatar. And then I'm going to grab my soda, and then I'm going to read to you, and then we're going to start watching a few videos. Thank you again, Angie. Stacy Klein, Sarah Boone delayed until October 2nd. Yeah. That's another one. What is up with all these freaking crazy ass women? Okay. Hey, Queen Olive. I'm going to go outside too, so hold on just a second. Okay. All right. So, hey, welcome, Crime Sleuthin'. Hey, J Bro. Hey, Bella. Thank you for joining Crime Sleuthin'. I saw you did an excellent live yesterday, I believe it was. Congratulations. I'm glad that it went so well. And yeah, you deserve it. I'm happy for you. Hey, 7 of us. Okay, so here we go. Buckle up because it's going to get crazy. Miss Schabusiness is freaking something else, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to... Hey, Auntie M. Hey, Leanne. Wait, Leanne, did you change your name from something else? We're going to go through an everything we need to know article really fast. So, I did too, Crime Curious, actually. I missed the last little bit as well. But there was so much other stuff that we'll go through and then just catch up then. Okay. So, again, like I said, trigger warning. Head in a bucket and leg in a van. Everything we know about the Taylor Schabusiness trial. We're going to pause this. Okay. Pretty girl at the time. The trial for the woman accused of beheading her lover and cutting up his body is scheduled to begin Monday. And this will refresh a few details for some of you guys who have followed, because that's kind of what it did for me. I've followed not super closely, but we're going to start super closely now. So Taylor Schabusiness, now 25, was arrested in February 2022 for allegedly murdering Shad Therion inside his mother's Green Bay home. Schabusiness cut off Therion's head, sexually assaulted him, then dismembered the rest of his body, investigators said. The victim's mother found his head in a bucket. Let me get that off the screen. Sorry about that. Okay. So on Friday, a judge ruled Schabusiness competent to stand trial, and the jury was selected last Friday. She's on trial for first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree SA. Hold on just a second, you guys. She does look older, Margot. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, Carol freaking Claus. Thank you. Thank you, Carol freaking Claus. Hi, Bunny. I know, Angie. It's pretty bad. Lucia just ate dinner. Well, this one is. Oh, Carol freaking Claus and then Kate Nunya Schabusiness. Thank you, Kate. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much. Okay. The crime scene. So the following details of the murder and crime scene are graphic. All information reported below can be attributed to the defendant's criminal complaint. So that's where they got this from, out of Brown County, Wisconsin. So these are facts. Comes from the court records from her, basically her arrest affidavit or criminal complaint. So on February 23rd, 2022, the Green Bay Police Department received a call at 3:25 a.m. about a human head being found in a basement. When an officer arrived to the caller's home, the caller, later identified as Shad Therian's mother, escorted the officer down to the basement. There, the officer spotted a towel over a bucket by the basement stairs. He lifted the towel and observed a human head inside the bucket. The head had been severed from the neck, and there was visual evidence of strangulation inside the bucket. Inside the bucket, besides the head, was a male organ, along with body fluid and 2 knives. Just 1 second, you guys. Thank you, KK. Hey, Lip Locked. I hope you had a good day, too. Hate in this level of crazy apparently ages women. Yeah, like a lot. Oh, Carol freaking Claus. You guys are too sweet. You wait, it's about to be your birthday in just a couple days. Not your real birthday, but you know what I mean. Okay, so other body parts were found in the basement in plastic shopping bags. Knives, including a carving knife and a bread knife, were located at the crime scene. The victim's upper torso was found in a storage tote, along with several internal organs. The torso had numerous right cuts to the side. Detectives noted significant blood stains on an unsheeted mattress. We're going to see photos of that in a little bit, with what appeared to be a site of previously cleaned up blood on a concrete surface. Blood was also spotted near a stand-up shower, and blood drops found leading up to that shower had been partially wiped up. The suspect. The victim's mother, who owns the house where the human head was found, told detectives she last saw her son alive February 21st. She said her son left the home with Taylor Schabusiness at 9:30 p.m. Thank you guys for being here, by the way, and for everything. Just thank you. The mother's boyfriend said he remembered the defendant and Therian coming home and immediately going down into the basement later that night. Therian's mother said the two stayed in the basement all day the following day. Before the mother went to bed on February 22nd, she noted Schabusiness's minivan parked out front. Sometime between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m., the mother said she woke up because she had heard their basement storm door being slammed. She got up and heard Schabusiness's van drive away. Therian's mother noted the basement light was on, so she went downstairs to see if her son was home or if he had left with Schabusiness. When she was in the basement, she didn't see anyone but spotted the bucket. And I'm going to show you guys photos of where that was at, and and it was right by the steps. So as soon as she came down the steps, it was right there to the right. The mother removed the towel that was on the bucket and found her son's severed head inside. And this mugshot here was taken several years before he was allegedly decapitated by Taylor Schabusiness. So finding Taylor's business, officers caught up with her at apartment complex. She was leaving an apartment building when she spotted investigators and stopped in her tracks. Detectives noted she had what appeared to be blood on the front of her sweatshirt as well as her pants. Her hands also appeared to have blood smeared on them. An officer asked her if she knew why they were there. She said because of my warrant for my arrest. Now, this is interesting because when we go to talk about her competency and how much, look, Lori Vallow's competency, she was actively hiding what she had done, not answering questions. This lady just takes off and leaves, you know, all the evidence right there of what happened. So I think that really is quite interesting to note. Um, Hey, Emily. Hey, Cray Cray, West Virginia Mama, and Candace, Princess Megan Elsa. Good to see you guys. So here's the confession. Taylor Schabusiness was brought into the Green Bay Police Department and questioned about the murder. Detectives noticed she had a cut on her thumb and scratches on her arms and hand. Her hands allegedly had a red stain on them. Officers told Schabusiness what they found. She allegedly responded by saying, "That's pretty fucked up." Eventually, she admitted the crime and said she had blacked out from methamphetamine after smoking the bitch. That's her words, quote, "That's pretty fucked up," unquote. What? Schabusiness said she and Therion would often use chains and strangulation techniques when they had sex. The chains were linked silver and looked like dog choke collars. She said this latest time they had sex, she just went crazy, referring to strangling the victim. And I will show you guys that collar too. That was one of the photos they showed. Schabusiness told detectives she could feel the victim's heart beating as she was choking him, so she kept pulling and choking him harder, but the victim would not die. After what she explained was 3 to 5 minutes, Therion eventually died, and she played with his body for 2 to 3 hours. Schabusiness stated she sucked the victim's trigger warning. I'm sure the video's not getting monetized at this point. It is what it is. Schabusiness stated victim's penis and that she had a dildo that she put in the victim's mouth and then in the victim's behind, according to officers. In a lower voice, Schabusiness allegedly said, "Yeah, I liked it," and asked detectives if they, quote, "knew what it was like to love something so much that you kill it," unquote. Schabusiness was heard mumbling, quote, "Damn the head," unquote, and, quote, "I can't believe I left the head though," unquote, while she was in the interview room. She told police they were going to have fun trying to find all of the organs. That's another quote. She admitted to using the victim's mother's kitchen and that a bread knife worked the best because of the serrated blade. This is, oh man, I'm so sorry when you're done eating. Yes, Jin Lu was awesome when the mom came on. We're gonna talk about that, but I know, Neat Noodle. I don't know how you recover from that. I'm telling you right now, I don't know. With 2 boys of my own, I feel like I don't know how I could function, breathe, walk, move anymore after that. The suspect allegedly planned to bring all of the body parts in her van, but she, quote, "got lazy," unquote, and only ended up getting the leg or foot in her van, admitting she forgot the head. Inside her van, a medical examiner spotted a crock pot box behind the driver's seat. Inside, they found parts of the victim's legs. Schabusiness concluded her interview with police by saying she didn't mean to kill Therion, but as she was choking him, she liked it, so she kept doing it. Prior to trial, she was caught on camera at her defense attorney in February of this year. During her court appearance, her lawyer motioned to delay the trial, and she lashed out and attacked him. After the attack, a deputy can be heard on video telling her, "You went off on your attorney. You went crazy on your attorney." Watch that for just a second. I want to... we can. Not the
shocking video shows an accused murderer lash out at her defense attorney as a judge agrees to push back her upcoming trial.
You went off on your attorney, Taylor. You went crazy on your attorney.
Yeah, it was certainly an attack, and I've been in so many courtrooms and so many cases, and this is the first time I've really seen a defendant physically go after their own attorney.
Court video shows Taylor Schabusiness lunge at defense attorney Quinn Jolly before she's restrained by a sheriff's deputy. It happened in Green Bay, Wisconsin
Wow.
on February 14th. 25-year-old Schabusiness.
So now that you guys have the breakdown of what happened, you've seen her in court. We're going to get into some of the things that happened today. Hey, Tiff. Oh, I didn't even watch the Carly thing. I can't put any more energy into even absorbing that mentally. At this point, there are so many other cases and things that I want to listen to, look at, pay attention to that need attention. I can't because it's ridiculous. Hey, Nay. Hey, Eddie. Hey, you guys coming in. Let's see what Kate says. Oh, yeah, Margot. She's next level effed. I think she will end up in a mental hospital even if she goes to jail. If people in jail have mental health issues and become too difficult, refusing meds, etc., they send them to a mental institution. I could see that. Brian and this girl would make a good couple. Schabusiness makes Letitia look like an angel, Kate said. Okay, well, let me switch over to Messenger because I've got some things to show you here. There's all these photos we're going to go through. I found this photo of her prior to, look at her here. She looks so pretty right there. Like, wow, lady. You're going downhill and quick. K-Braze, I think that I can't answer that. Jen might answer it better. I'm just waiting for the trial to know for certain. Waiting for, the defense's turn to know for certain. But look at her there. Pretty crazy. She looks like a different person. Oh, no. I smoked those cigarettes that have the button in them that switch them to menthol, and that one was already turned. I hate that. There we go. Wonder if she had years of mental issues or did she just snap? I don't know, but I know this. The drugs, when you're doing methamphetamine and staying up for days, you start to hallucinate. That is just the truth. So I think before we go through all the pictures, let's listen to the opening statements quickly. Then we'll listen to part of the 911 call. And then we'll get into the crime scene photos. So today, we had a few police officers that testified. If you didn't watch, Jen Lou's going to be streaming every day of this trial. She's a dear friend of mine. She does an excellent job. Please go over there and check it out. Also, his mom and sister and stepfather testified today. And his mom asked not to be on camera, and they did show her accidentally. Jen wasn't sure if we were supposed to hear the audio to that. It was all mumble jumbled up when it comes to that stuff, but okay. So let's listen to the prosecutor first.
Will show that in the early morning of February 22nd of 2022, the defendant strangled her friend Shad Theory to death.
Welcome, Eddie. Thank you for joining. I don't think I saw that. If I did, I was
engaged in
on
sexual
autopilot.
acts with him,
Hey, Chica.
his body, subsequently dismembered him using kitchen knives found in the home. Over the next few days, in the first phase of trial, the state of Wisconsin, myself, District Attorney Lassay, will present a number of witnesses who will testify about what happened in this case, and that'll show and demonstrate to you that the defendant committed these acts. You'll hear testimony and evidence will show that in the early morning of February 23rd, is a Tuesday, kind of a normal cold February in Wisconsin, at a house on Stony Brook Lane. It's sort of, if you know the area, the west side of Green Bay, Fireman's Park, West Mason Street, that area. Tara Packnich is kind of in her home and is awoken by a storm door shut. There's a door that's sort of abuts the driveway to the residence, normal single-family home in the area. Here's a storm door close and is awoken from sleep. It's early morning, 2:30, 3 a.m., somewhere in there. She goes and gets up. It kind of wakes her up, and she's aware at that point that her son, Shad, was in the basement with a friend, Taylor. They had been over the day before, February 22nd, February 1st in that time frame. And she kind of goes and sees what's going on, right? We hear this noise late in the night, early in the morning, and she sees the basement light is on.
Mom hears the door slam, sees the light is on, and I get with the pictures, you'll be able to really envision a lot of this. But I have to pause for a moment just to say hi, Thrive for Shanann. I am so happy to see you, and I love you too. Just good to see you. Happy that you're here. Okay.
At that point, she's aware that, they were down there throughout the day of the 22nd. And she goes down and sees, because the light's on in the basement, and she's seeing what's going on. And you'll see sort of the scene, sort of go down the stairs to a normal basement. It's partially finished on one half, partially like
her facial expressions during this can be quite disturbing. So here's just a little warning for that. I won't pause it anymore until he gets done. But I just wanted to say that. Watch her face and also tell Eddie, thank you. Thank you, Eddie. That is really sweet. Thank you. And Tiff, I know, right? Freaking bread knife. I'm so happy to see you too, Legendary. Becky P, I'm actually not sure about that. I have not heard.
Utility area, laundry, that kind of storage area. And right next to the stairs, there's a 5-gallon bucket that you'd get at a home center. And she lifts a towel that's covering the bucket. It's a beach towel. And unfortunately, sees essentially a mother's worst nightmare. That her son's head is in the bucket. Understandably, you'll hear testimony about that and the shock that caused. Tara goes and talks to her boyfriend who lives in the home, Steve. You'll hear from him. He goes and checks too, and ultimately they call 911. And that's how this case comes to be.
They actually call the non-emergency line, which is a point that was made a couple of times during this. And people were saying, why? I think because at that point, there is no life-saving measures that will do anything, right? So I think he was just, Steve, I believe, is who did that and decided to do that. And he was just trying to be responsible.
You'll hear from the officers this morning, likely, who arrived on scene and what they observed, obviously confirming the information that was reported to law enforcement about Shad's circumstances, how they find the bucket, and it has parts of Shad as well as knives. You'll hear about, at that point, a relative lack of other indicia of a crime occurred. It's not a significant amount of blood on the walls and on the floor. There's some, you'll hear about that, but it takes law enforcement time to see what actually happened, the full extent of what the defendant did in this case. By that point, they're actually interviewing the defendant, and she's providing them information that, no, Shad's still in the basement. The rest of him is still in the basement. And ultimately, you'll hear about what officers find in that basement. There's, as I mentioned, the living area has some mattresses, blood-soaked. Once you remove the blankets, other clothing items. There's a tote, a teal tote, kind of a larger Tupperware that has knives as well as body parts of Shad. There's bags, a sort of duffel bag type item, a backpack, all of which contain parts of Shad's body, as well as knives that were used in the dismemberment. And you'll hear all about that. The officers who responded on scene and processed the evidence, ultimately locating the parts of Shad. You'll hear about then other things that are found. Signs of methamphetamine use, which the defendant later acknowledges happened with her and Shad right before this crime occurred. Cleaning products. As I mentioned, you may have an idea in your head of this crime and what that looks like and what law enforcement would encounter when they got there, and you'll see what actually encountered. You'll hear about Clorox wipes and how the defendant would go to the shower and sort of clean up and use a squeegee and clean.
Excellent point. And when you see these photos, it does not, like, there is blood, so, but there is not what you would picture for a full dismemberment.
Up the scene.
This poor family.
You'll hear about the medical examiner and their team who arrive and are dealing with the situation, and it's determined that not all of Shad is located in the basement. There's certain parts that are missing, and ultimately in the van that the defendant is driving, gold minivan, there's additional legs of Shad found in that van.
Hey, KTM.
You'll hear from Dr. Vincent Tranquita. He's our medical examiner.
Ooh,
He will testify about cause and manner of death. And you'll hear about the cause being strangulation. Significant force applied to the neck, significant signs of strangulation that you'll hear about, and then ultimately, obviously, a significant amount of dismemberment after the fact. You'll hear Dr. Tranquita talk about that. That's all happening at Stony Brook. 23rd, throughout that day, you'll hear about significant investigation that goes on at that house. And then you'll hear about then, a few hours after that initial 911 call, how law enforcement kind of gets word that, Shad was with the defendant, Ms. Schabusiness, before this offense, and they locate her at her apartment on Eastman Avenue, sort of on the other side of Green Bay, east side. Encountered as she's leaving the apartment that she shares with another person, and you'll see that encounter, how the defendant is essentially really caught red-handed, blood on her hands. There's a significant knife wound that she talks about later was suffered in the course of the crimes. There's blood on her clothing. There's black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and she talks with law enforcement for a pretty significant amount of time. Detective David Groff, who's seated at counsel table here, interviews the defendant along with another detective, and they start to learn more about what happened in this case, and sort of the hours leading up to the crimes. Again, it's a significant and lengthy interview, and the defendant's providing information that you'll see jives with what law enforcement's encountering in that basement. She admits to, as I mentioned, methamphetamine use before this. She and Shad were sort of hanging out beforehand. They were friends from school back in the day, and it seems like they were in a friendly state at the time of this offense. And you'll hear then they go to the Stony Brook Lane home and go to the basement. They're let in by Steve. You'll hear about that in the early morning of the 22nd. You'll hear the defendant describe that what apparently begins as a somewhat sexual encounter escalates to a dog collar being placed around Shad's neck. And the defendant quite vividly describes what she then did. She's yanking on the chain. She's describing what's happening to Shad. It's evidence that you'll hear, and you'll hear it from the defendant's own mouth, that shows that this is an intentional act. It's not one pull of a gun trigger. It's an intense act. You'll hear about that from Vincent Tranquita, Dr. Tranquita as well. She's pulling harder, just hoping that he eventually passes, and it takes a significant amount of time. It takes several minutes. So you'll hear her say. After that, after Shad's deceased, she describes what she then does with his body, again, engaging in sexual acts, ultimately dismembering him quite significantly. She reports that afterwards, law enforcement would have fun finding all the body parts that are located throughout the basement, told law enforcement where to find certain body parts. Like I said, it wasn't obvious to law enforcement who initially respond to that basement what happened. It's information being provided by the defendant that later is corroborated by law enforcement. You'll hear the defendant admit to cleaning up, avoiding guilt, avoiding responsibility for this. You'll hear her talk about that. You'll see the signs of that, as I mentioned earlier. That dismemberment process takes that entire day of the 22nd, essentially. As I mentioned, Tara wakes up to Taylor leaving at about 2:33 a.m. on the 23rd. The investigation doesn't stop there, despite the defendant's confessions. Law enforcement continues. They send DNA to the lab, and it confirms the accounts that we're getting here. Blood on the defendant's hands, left and right hands, or Shad's. Blood on the knives. Some of the knives that are used is Shad's. The clothing item, as I mentioned, black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, has red substances, blood on the sweatpants. All consistent with what happened, the defendant's statements with what law enforcement's seeing. So this case is really not a whodunit. You'll hear about the crimes that clearly occurred. You'll hear the defendant's statement saying, yep, I did it.
Okay, so we're going to end with that there. That's pretty much the roundabout of his. I have a lot more I want to show you guys. I don't know. Should we go through? What do you guys want to see first? Do we want to look at the 911 call, or do we want to look at the photos? Oh, Carol freaking Claus. Thank you. Yay. Thank you. Could you get one KTM? Very sweet. She does look angry. That just seems really quick for such a gruesome crime with it not guilty by reason of insanity defense. Libra Moon, she actually had like an obsession with Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm almost always lurking, but I'm almost always here. Headphones. Oh, Carol freaking Claus. Thank you. She is sweet. What, Lynn? I don't have my phone. Oh, you want to? I'm stupid. The 911 call. I thought you were saying like emergency. I was like, oh no, my heart dropped. Okay, 911 then photos. Okay, that's the way that we'll do it. Oh, congrats, you guys, and welcome. And yeah, thank you so much. Okay. Like, oh no, what's wrong? Okay. I found Icked Mail uploaded the 911 call. So let's go here.
Video recording. Recordings are proper evidence and you may consider them
Is it the
just
mother
as
though?
any other evidence.
The call?
Please listen carefully. Some
Yeah, it
parts
could be
might
intense.
be hard to understand.
County Public Safety, how may I help you?
Yes, I live in Officer 829 Stony Brook. Her friend just woke me up and swears that she found her severed head of her son in the basement.
Okay, can you repeat the address, sir?
829 Stony Brook.
Okay, S-T-O-N-E-Y?
Is it EY, right? Yes. No E. Just a Y.
Is that a house, apartment, or duplex?
It's a house.
What's your phone number?
My number is 327-3748. My name is Steve.
327-3748?
Yes.
What's your last name, Steve?
Hendricks.
Okay, tell me what's happening there again?
I have no clue what's happening. My girl swears that she's found her severed head of her son in the basement.
Did you go down there?
In a bucket. I went down, I can't tell what the fuck it is. Pardon my language, I'm kind of freaked out.
Okay, did she just wake up and say that?
Yeah.
And whose head is it?
She's claiming it's her son.
How old is her son?
24, 25?
Has he been missing, or?
No, yeah, he was here yesterday with some chick, and then now all of a sudden nobody's here. And she came up to use the restroom a couple times, and she keeps calling and calling. Now she's saying that she hears the phone down there too.
Okay, is she with you right now?
Yes, she's upstairs. She's a little freaked out, and I don't know what to do.
Okay, all right, stay on the line. And you said you went down there, correct?
Yeah, and I lifted the toe, but I can't see very well, and I can't tell what the hell it is.
So there's something in the bucket.
There's something in the goddamn bucket.
Okay.
If she won't look again, I don't know what the hell, man.
Do you think she's hallucinating, or do you think?
Bro!
I don't think so. I went down, there's something in the damn bucket. I don't know, man. She's a little freaked out and kind of freaking me out.
What's your girlfriend's last name?
Pakanek?
How do you spell that?
Oh, he said, you want to spell it? P-A-K-A-N-I-C-H.
N-I-C-H. What's your first name?
Tara, T-A-R-A.
What's her middle initial, date of birth?
What's your middle initial? Hello?
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 Yeah, I'm still here.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's her date of birth?
What's your date of birth? 1474.
All right, can I talk to her?
Yes, you can.
This is wild.
Hi, Tara. So can you tell me what's going on?
Are you positive my son's head is in a bucket right now in the bucket in my basement?
What makes you think that?
Because I looked in the bucket.
What did you see?
A head!
Exactly what I told you.
Okay, where's the rest of the body at?
I can't believe this shit.
When's the last time you saw your son?
Well, I guess today is Wednesday, so I picked him up from his dad on Monday. And he doesn't normally stay here. He's going to stay here for a few days. He left the laundry. He was here a couple hours. Then he left with Taylor. And they had some big Taylor.
Who's that?
Girl. Taylor Coronado.
You know how to spell her last name?
Coronado.
Okay, so just a quick pause to say this is mom and mom's boyfriend. Mom sees the bucket initially, goes and gets boyfriend, says, hey, can you come take a look? He does the 911 call. They do sound a little bit calm. However, they are probably in shock. I'm not going to judge them. They're victims. Nobody knows how to handle these situations. Listen to the damn dispatchers. They don't even know how to handle it. Oh, why do you think that? Well, because I saw a head, you freaking loon. But so yeah, that is mom and mom's boyfriend. So, yeah. Okay.
No, not exactly. But it's the common spelling from around here.
All right, that is
He went to middle school and high school with her. I don't know he doesn't live with me.
When's the last time you saw him?
Also, yes, they did call the non-emergency line. However, I guess they still got forwarded to the dispatchers, the sheriff's department dispatch place or whatever. I'm not really sure how that works, filtering those calls. But like I mentioned in the beginning, I believe they did the non-emergency line because there were no life-saving measures that were going to be taking place, and I think that was basically Steve's call.
Well, he left with her. They both came back. I believe they both back while we were sleeping Monday night. And I assume they slept all day yesterday, so I haven't seen him since Monday night physically. I thought they were sleeping all day. I was gone for a little while yesterday, Tuesday, and he's 25, and I'm going to basement.
All right.
What are you doing? You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we've got help.
And then I heard my door and her minivan start, and I went downstairs and I went to the bathroom. The lights were out in the basement. I turned them off, and I looked around and no one there. But then when I turned around to come back upstairs, there was a 5-gallon bucket with a towel over it. And I'm like, oh great, that's why they're out here all day yesterday. They're pissing in a bucket. And then I looked, and that's not what was in that bucket.
What is your son's name?
Schabusiness.
Chad.
Shad.
How do you spell his last name?
Tyron.
What's his date of birth?
9797.
Is there blood down there?
No.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I have officers that are headed over to your house right now. Okay.
Head over.
Okay, I'll go down there.
I guess just stay away from it. Just stay away.
From that area, but
Okay.
we're on the second level, so we're gonna go down to the kitchen and not to the basement.
Okay, yeah.
We can answer the door and stuff.
Okay, all right, ma'am.
My 16-year-old daughter is sleeping.
Excuse me?
My 16-year-old daughter is here sleeping.
Okay.
So they do not make a lot of noise. I don't know.
Okay, just let them know that.
So yeah, her daughter, Ava, who testified today, was there asleep in the house when all of this happened. And Kate, I know people like that, don't panic until after, or don't fall apart until after. See, it's the lack of blood that got everyone all messed up and confused. Well, all right, let's go look at that, because an account on Twitter uploaded each photo that they shared. Well, I think I saved these two first. This is the steps, and if you listen to the testimony, they were talking about it basically being, and her lawyer made sure 7 times of where it was at, like one of the first things that you see to the right when you come down the steps. So there is the bucket. The daughter is 17 now. I think she was 16 then, if I'm correct. It might be wrong. Hey, Marcus. I fall apart from start to finish. Thank you, Margot. Very graphic for sure. Michelle P. Okay, let me star that comment, halo effect, so I can find it later. Thank you so much. Okay. Then we have this box, and you can see blood like on the inside of the box. Then we have, so this is the crock pot with remains inside, and then the leg inside of the box, which I have that photo. I couldn't really see it. I'm going to share it with you guys. It was shared today during court. There's the crock pot box and the way that it was placed in the vehicle. Then we have, this is the box with the leg in it. You can see like bloody fingerprints up here on the top. Okay. Oops, sorry. We're going to continue. Trigger warning. Let me just put up a little banner. Just a second, you guys. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to show Shelly. I don't know if I got them all, but there's a lot of them. But none of like the victim. But there is, a lot with blood. So crime scene images, a close up of the drain right outside the shower again with the squeegee, the shower drain up close, and the floor under the mattresses. These are places that they had talked about. You see the blood on the close up of the shower drain. That shower drain is damn disgusting. Ugh. I'm sorry. I know it's a basement shower, but Bryn. Hey, Bryn, by the way, good to see you. Dear God Almighty. There is in the bathtub, and, they mentioned smudges that were cleaned, and the squeegee. There's the squeegee on the shelf. I guess maybe here is this. I don't know. I can't see in that what they were referencing, but there's the shower. And then here's another photo of a drain. And then you can still see blood on it. Okay. And then the floor under the mattresses. And they have marked some different places, blood, where blood was. Okay, then we have these. So we have a large cabinet and a blue tote and knife inside of the blue tote. There was a dildo inside the cabinet, a standalone shower, and red stains on this shower floor and the shower. So there's the cabinet where these knives were, or whatever. Let's see. Let me go back to that again. Large cabinet and blue tote. Okay, no. There's the large cabinet. The blue tote is here. I guess the knife is in that. There's the sex toy. Gross. Disgusting. Ugh. There's the shower that had, blood around the outside. You can see. Okay, so there's the drain outside of the shower and then the inside of the shower. She did clean up a lot. I mean, I'm sorry, but there should have been a lot more. Not saying it's demons, but it's demons. Thank you, Lynn. You would think there would be more. I know. I agree. Oh, Marcus, when her lawyer was like really questioning the dildo in the box and who, if it was opened when the photos were taken and all the things. Okay, so another trigger warning, but this is the mattress with the blood stains on it. Do you have that same squeegee, KTM? Okay. Like, lady, what did you think was going to happen? I don't know. She told police, have fun finding all the body parts. Freaking sick ass bitch. My God. She drained his blood. Tub drains for less mess. She learned it from Dahmer. She's pretty good. She has odd facial expressions and was smirking and trying not to laugh. She was, Nicole. I saw that. Like when Mom was on the stand. Rainbow Mom, yeah, that is pretty much the most, like the only blood, really. There's a little bit more, but yeah. So the next images are the mattresses with the blood stains, the items on top of the blue tote with remains inside, and then more blood stains on the mattress. So you can see here, she had moved the blanket over that blood stain we just looked at. See, she pulled the blanket and pillows over it. So this is how it initially looked, which you can still see all the blood, like spots on the side. There was a surprising lack of blood in her vehicle. God almighty. Rainbow Mom, no doubt. That blue tote right there had some body parts in it. And then again, if you remember the picture of the blood stain, you can see the phone there. She had moved these clothes on top of it, but in that first picture I showed you, they had taken it off. So this is just how it looked initially as they were taking the stuff off of the bed. So here we have the finished basement with the pub table and the chain that was on the pub table, which is what they would use during their time together. When they were getting it on, they liked the whips and chains and all that kind of stuff, I guess. So they would choke each other. I think her original intent was to cut him up and make him vanish forever, but her drug-induced psychosis didn't allow it to happen. Mistakes are everywhere, including leaving his head behind. I can't wait to see her interview with detectives. That's going to be something else while she's sitting there talking about leaving the head behind. So here, these are 3 knives from the bag. These are 3 of the knives she used. I think this is a bread knife, right? I'm not a cook, I don't know, but I'm thinking that's a bread knife. And the other 2 kitchen knives, the tip is broke off. Look at that. I mean, my God. Jesus, this woman is a freaking, she's a freaking monster. Ain't nobody choking me. Yeah, I'm not sure that I would enjoy that. But you're choking me with the collar to the point where you're Unconscious? Yeah. Tiff says she left the head on purpose, in my opinion, present for the family. It's possible. Hey, Scout. Was it the drug, psychosis, or did she plan to find a victim because of her obsession with Dahmer? I don't know. That's a good question. That takes some strength. It does, Inspector Gadget. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But look, I know I've seen like on Forensic Files talk about the tip of the knife breaking off, and they've recovered them from victims, you know? Here are more knives. The knives out of the bag, just more pictures of them. My God. Mini Pac-Man game. Bentley has a game just like that, but his is Avengers, and it's on his nightstand. And then we have 2 arcade games in my dad's house that are like bigger, but they recovered the tip in autopsy. Yep, Jujubee, that doesn't surprise me. Jay Kismet, do you think people are born this way or life experiences make them that way? I personally think both. I think for someone like her, I definitely think her life experiences play a part, right? Especially when you bring in drug use, methamphetamines, not sleeping for days at a time, that kind of stuff. Oh, man. What do you guys think? I know, Claus, and I'm not kink shaming anybody. Look, I know some people like the rough stuff. I'm just saying, if you like it to the point where people are becoming unconscious, that's probably a little too far. While the sister was on the stand, her facial expressions during that were absolutely disgusting. I cannot believe her. That just had me pissed today. Okay, so now we have more crime scene images, a bag with human remains, and the contents inside the bag. Not the human remains, just the plastic and stuff like that. So this blue bag also had human remains in it. She's got Pantene Pro V, some kind of soda, a box cutter or something. Oh, a meth pipe. Is that a crystal meth pipe right there? I've never seen a meth pipe in person, like used like that. I've seen meth, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think that is I think that is what that is, though. Somebody let me know if you know. And then here are the contents inside the bag that had the human remains. Again, like I said, no human remains. It is. Okay. Thought so. I didn't see Lolo's. Let me see, Lynn. I'll have to go back. If we need a safe word, it's not safe anymore. Nature and nurture both. Yeah, I agree. Lolo, where is your comments? Sick thought here, but do you think she's part of a blood culture that drinks blood like vamps do and she collected? I'm not sure, Lolo, but I do know there are people like that out there. I think with her, it's just more, probably not, but I do think there are people like that out there. There's this lady on TikTok who swears that she's a vampire, and she'll be like, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. There's somebody eating over there in their blood. It smells so good. I can't take it. It's pretty crazy. The things you see on TikTok. Also, this AI trend of people acting like robots, freaks me out. I don't know. There's some weird stuff out there for sure. Okay. Now we have 23. This is the dog choke chain, which was used. Crime scene images, the items that carried human remains, the pink backpack and blue tote. So there's the pink backpack. And then that blue bag that we have seen already. The unfinished basement from the other side of the room and the mattresses. So here's the table. Here's the other table where that meth pipe was. Human remains here. The chain here. That pink backpack is over by the bed. Human remains in that blue tote wherever it is. Like, wow, lady. There's the pink book bag. So, oh my God, poor mom. Can you imagine? I cannot imagine. And then the bucket. That had the human head and also their head in it. Because she cut off his body part. She told cops she took bites of his organs. Oh my God. Okay, so before we go, let's go over and look at her Facebook. I think that would be quite interesting to see. I know that Jen has a live at 10. Taylor, hold on. Is it 2 S's or 3 S's? Oh, here we go. I found her. Taylor Schabusiness. Went off and told an addict, I'll never stop buying you dope so I could sit back and watch you die. Wow. Okay. Losing me is like losing a front tooth. You'll never smile the same again. She said, I got hitched to show them my commitment, loyalty, and dedication to them. That I was never going to be how I used to be. Then they turn around and fuck on me. There's no way I'll ever go into another relationship. Hashtag can't trust no one. I haven't seen this picture of her. Double cross my loyalty. That's one thing you'll never get back. Let's play. She looks so different, though, here versus how she looks in the courtroom. Yeah, these were posted in February, the first ones. She was a pretty girl. Oh, my God almighty. Okay. Her husband. Dad is tired. Dad is stressed. Dad is trying, but Dad won't give up. Someone said Dad's in jail. Sorry. No, that's not funny. It's actually not funny at all, but I feel sorry for him. I don't know what he's in jail for, but regardless, has a child by this woman, you know, I don't know. She says leaving your hometown in your 20s is a life hack. We're going to keep going past that. What? I didn't know that pigs were supposed to do that, or that Pez did that. Did you guys? Oh my God, I spent so long putting each individual Pez in that stupid container. Please tell me y'all know. Here, look. Wow. You did, Cray Cray? I did not know that. Yeah, Dad's lucky he's alive. That's for sure. Sex addiction. Huh. She writes, zoom in and the first thing you see is how you die. Sex addiction, she saw first. I made a handsome ass son. I bet y'all can't steal this status. Oh, that makes me so sad. Poor baby. I haven't ate in 2 weeks. His bond money comes first. She said truth. What? Oh, honey. Attention, now taking beadwork orders. Oh, wow. So she was making these. I'm not going to click on the one with the baby, but she was making these beaded things like this in her picture that we looked at. Huh. Okay. My arm just started itching as soon as you clicked on it. Oh, Corey, I'm glad. I love you being here. You guys are awesome. And I get what you mean. YouTube like changed everything for me. When I started getting on YouTube, I really didn't have any friends anymore. I had just gotten into like recovery. I was trying to, stay home and do the family thing with my kids. And it just gave me a place to have friends and have people to talk to. She typed, what the F? Interesting. I'll have to look at it more later when I can go through it. Oh, a picture of a boy of a man in his prison outfit, and it says forever, forever, because the baby's dead. What is he in jail for? Does anybody know? Because she seems awfully damn proud of that. It's quite interesting. She's got a lot of fights on here. Okay. Oh, Janessa, that is sweet. I appreciate that and appreciate you. I love you guys. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for everything. Lots of stuff in the comment section of the first post, Missy says. You can't remember, Jen? Oh, headphones. That is so sweet. So now we know your name is Jason. Good to know, headphones. Me too, Music City Mama. I'm glad you did too. Let's see. I feel that about chats and YouTube. Okay. She's not glamorous in jail anymore. That's the truth. Thank you, Jay Kismet. Federal drug charges. Oh, okay, Pointer Lover. Oh, huh. Interesting. Well, I'm about to let you guys go, but let's go look at this first post, like Missy says to do. I'm just curious now. 3.4 thousand comments. Oh, my Lord. Someone said, I'm in love with her. Oh, my God, bro. Do you like that thing in between your legs? Because, oh, God. People are awful with their humor. I'm not even going to read that. Someone sharing their podcast about it. Someone said she just needs a hug. I just got this off her husband's page. Same tattoo on her neck. Okay. Uh-oh. Guess he's cool with what his wife did. Forget it. We're going to look. He's in jail too. I'm not looking. They had her dad in here, her son. We're not going to look at that here. I just don't think that that's right. But her husband is in jail for drug charges, we'll check out his page. He's obviously got a Facebook account in jail. Wonder what he thinks about all this. Let me switch over here. And I wonder also how long he's going to be in there. Do y'all hear the crickets? Lulu. Marcus. It's nobody sleeping. That is crickets. I'm outside. Like, now. See? Oh, y'all just seen it lightning behind me. And that cricket is coming from like here, but you can't see anything but the fence. Sound like somebody sleeping? That's pretty funny. All right, Mr. Warren. Schabusiness. You changed your name too? What in the hell is wrong with you guys? Oh, God. Here's their prison family photo. Oh, my God almighty. Never liked the sounds of crickets. Sounds like deep breathing. Love the sound. I like the sound too. Sounds like someone heavy breathing in their sleep. Sounds like crickets to me, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I didn't know it was crickets, I gotta look at it like it's breathing. Marcus. Her husband is a big supporter of hers, or he claims to be. I suspect he's going to try and profit off of this after he gets released towards the end of this year or beginning of next. Wow, that will be quite interesting. She got the Green Bay jersey on. The prison photos. He says, LOL, report me for what? My name is Warren E. Chabot, but I'm the one that blessed Taylor with the last name Schabusiness. Either way, I'm currently locked up on federal charges because I was framed. Okay. I'm sorry, but really, I think they all say that. Because I'm currently locked up on federal charges right now because I was framed. Woo, that scared me. This true crime crazy. I know, pointer lover. There's also crickets and frogs. I can hear frogs too. Either way, I'm currently locked up on federal charges because I was framed. Anyways, I beat a conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine charge and pled to a possession with intent to deliver, which is the best deal I could get. So I was sentenced to 28 months because I already had 25 months in at the time of sentencing. With this being said, just know I'll be out by the January of 2024, but possibly November or December of this year. For the person who said they're gonna report me, well, good luck with that, because my good time is my good time. Plus, in the federal prison, I earn FSA credits, making my sentence even shorter. So plan on Warren Schabusiness to be out soon. Now you know a little more about Warren, and trust me, come my release, there will be lots more to know about myself and my wife. Wow, I think you're right, Squeaky Wheel. It sounds like he probably does plan on profiting from this. He took a plea, but he was framed. Yeah, he blessed her with her name. Shut up, Warren. Report me for what? My name is Warren E. Chabot, but I'm the one that blessed Taylor with the last name Schabusiness. Either way, I'm currently locked up on federal charges because I was framed. Anyways, I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Here's another one about his wife. All right, Warren, thank you for giving us this, because this is quite comical, and it's a great way to end this live. Reading through your post. My wife might be locked up for a long time, if not life. But what the world community don't understand is my release date is soon. Either way, my prayers go out to my wife, Taylor Schabusiness. She needs help mentally. Brown County Jail and the Brown County Circuit Courts are failing at understanding this, nor do they even care. Yes, what she is being accused of is serious, but this doesn't change the fact that she still has rights and she still has family or people that love her, no matter what her situation might be. Hopefully soon, the courts or jail will realize she needs help. People like to be nosy. I get that. People judge. I get that too. It's what this world does and will continue to do. Either way, I stand behind my wife and I will forever stand behind her forever. Okay. I will forever stand behind her forever. I know what she's being accused of is not who she is. Not only has her addiction played a big role, but so does her mental background as well as postpartum depression. I just want my wife to get help, professional help, because it's what she deserves. Like I said, my prayers go out to my wife. I love her more than anything in this world. That will never change no matter what. We should write him a letter, you guys. Pointer lover, thank you. Buy a nose clip for the snore. Thank you. Those hashtags. Hashtag I love you, baby boo. Hashtag free Taylor Schabusiness. Hashtag free Warren Schabusiness. What is that? Schabusiness in pipe, no matter what. Hashtag Schabusiness in pipe. I think he means empire. Or I don't know. Maybe he means Schabusiness is meth pipe. I don't know. Oh my God. Thank you, Pointer Lover. Yeah, really. No thoughts for the victim. That's a good point. I mean, I get that he's her husband, but Mr. Schabusiness, thank you. Needing help does not exonerate her from needing to be locked up. Oh, yes. Her ass don't need to ever walk the streets again. That's just the truth. Prison info. He is very articulate, so I see a book coming out. Schabusiness in pipe. In mipe. Good night, headphones. Have a good night. Oh my God. I'm glad that we found this because this is just so, yeah, it's just a pretty tough subject. So it's good to have a little laugh at the end. Hold on. E-mipe. No matter what. Aw, thank you, Carol freaking Claus, for the super sticker. Thank you. Schabusiness can't spell. Maybe the prison computers don't have spell check. Okay. Lord have mercy. Then oh my God. Okay. February 22nd. Nothing anyone says can bother me. I'm still breathing with my head on. LOL. Lauren, that is just straight fucked up. I'm still breathing with my head on. LOL. I cannot believe screw you, buddy. That's not freaking funny. You suck. Oh my God. I wish I could have seen the cute super sticker, Lynn. I couldn't see it. I cannot believe he said that. Wow, you sick freak. I'm still breathing with my head on. Fuck you, buddy. My wife, Taylor Schabusiness, might be locked up for a long time / forever, but that doesn't change the fact that she's my wife. I'm always going to stand behind her no matter what. F anyone who has anything to say about my empire. Okay, you got it right that time. Because right now, all that matters is that my wife is okay. All I look forward to is making sure she gets the best lawyer and treatment she deserves. Shade gave her drugs, which caused all this. If drugs were never given to her, she would still be at home. But guess what? Life has took a turn for everyone. Now we all have to deal with this situation in our own way, which isn't good for anyone. Right now, I'm just finishing off these last 10 months, then I'll be home to take care of business. Till then, the world can keep talking shit. Doesn't bother me any because I still have my wife. She's still breathing. Well, Taylor Schabusiness, keep your head up, stay strong, stay positive, and continue praying. Never forget our bond is stronger than the world and our empire no one understands. Till it's too late to understand, Schabusiness way is the only way. All right then, I love and I miss you so much, baby boo. Ride or die till death do us part. Love always, Warren Shabit. Are you? Oh my God. Till death do us part. Is this real life? I cannot believe. Start over, Allie, and put some thug on. Well, you should do a dramatic reading of them. Oh, God, that would be hilarious. I cannot believe that. Yeah, Shapart. Thank you, Lynn. I hate both of them, too. I do. That's ridiculous. You're disgusting. At least my wife is still breathing. Yeah, in prison, where she's going to be the rest of her life. I'm going to make that my email signature. Is this real? I mean, what? You did a dramatic reading of these? Oh, my God. Will you can share the link. Warren is just stupid. Yes, he is just stupid. Wow. To upload to Facebook. Oh, dear God. Post for Facebook. Babe, I look at our pictures every day. They keep me motivated. Take my bitterness away. Plus, keep a smile on my face. The world don't know us for who we are. They don't know our struggles. We struggle with mental illness, PTSD, postpartum, bipolar. Look how he spelled bipolar. B-Y, polar. Warren, you are a idiot. Jesus. Dumbass. Bipolar and addiction play a big role in our choices we've made. People probably want to know what happened February 23rd, 2022. Drugs were given to Taylor Schabusiness from Shade while at his house. Yes, he is dead now, which I am sorry for him and his family. The truth is, though, drugs should have never been given to my wife because it's the drugs that caused her to do what she did. But yet Shade isn't at any fault here, and he's the one who provided her with the illegal drugs. I just hope one day my wife will make it home because she doesn't deserve to be locked up forever. She's still the mother of our son, Mateo King Schabusiness. She's still my beautiful wife, and I want the world to know she's not who the news makes her out to be. With this being said, please don't judge because there's always two sides to every story, and I promise you, if you knew my wife like I know my wife, you wouldn't think or believe she could ever do what has been done. But at the end of the day, she's still got a son and a husband who loves and cares about her more than anything in this world. Baby boo, Mateo and I pray for you every day. We think about you nonstop, and we promise you we will always be here for you no matter what, because that's Schabusiness way. Stay strong and get better soon. We need you, Mommy Boo. We love and miss you so much. Everything is going to be okay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hashtag free Taylor Schabusiness. Love always forever. Wow. Wow. Yeah, exactly, Jinlu. Shadumbass. Shadummy. I love you guys. Yeah, Jen, you definitely have to look, and if you didn't do them all, maybe you can do them. Or if you did, just share them, and we'll share. And yeah, I'll share it on my community tab so you guys can find it. I hope so too, Halo Effect. No, he doesn't sound stable. I'm shabarfing. Anyways, you guys, I think we're going to stop there for today. We're going to follow this thing all the way out. Bendy is covering it every single day. I hope you guys will come over there and watch with us. I listened to her all day today until the end when I didn't listen to like the last hour or so. But even a lot of times when I'm not in chat, like I was still listening, doing things. So yeah, I hope to see you guys tomorrow and chat with you in the chats. We will be recapping all along the way. So depending on what happens, it might be every other day. I don't know yet, because I want to cover other cases too. Yes, thank you, Lynn. Tonight at 10, Bendy has a letter reading, Sarah Boone's new letter. So maybe I will see you guys then. Mommy Boo, I know. Anyways, Shagutter rats, Janessa. Well, I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you over at Jen's, and I'll also see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's all. We should write Warren a letter, though. That would be kind of interesting. He seems like he wants to talk. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. All right. I hope you have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you to everyone. Thank you again to the people to everyone, every single person here. And then let me say thank you to Angie, Crime Sleuthin, Carol Freaking Claus, Kate, Eddie again, and Pointer Lover and Carol Freaking Claus again. You guys are really wonderful, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. All right, I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.